tell you. I want to get your opinion on this thing.
Okay.
So I've decided, I've thought about it for like a year or so, and I decided that I'm gonna let my hair grow out gray.
No. That's my opinion.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Change Guru. This is a place where we have a conversation about all things midlife. My name's Sue Padgett. I'm a coach, a speaker, a writer, a podcaster, a blogger, and because I'm also going through this whole midlife thing in real time, I want to share with you something that I'm going through right now that is really common to those of us who are over 50, even younger. Some women as young as 20 are going through what I'm going through right now, and that is growing my natural gray hair color out. That's right. I'm not going to sit in that chair anymore and get my roots done. It's purely for aesthetic reasons. I actually have loved the look of women who have just beautiful silver hair and who really have it all going on style-wise. I just think it looks so cool, and I've always thought to myself, one day that is exactly what I'm going to do. And about a month ago, I thought, you know what? Why am I going to wait? Let's do it now. Now, the funny thing is, I had absolutely no idea that when I decided to embark on this trip of growing my hair out gray, what a reaction that I would get from other people about this decision. For example, when I went and I sat down to tell my hairdresser I'm just going to get a cut, I'm not going to get a color, he completely freaked out. He told me that my hair was going to look like shit, that I was going to come back in 3 months' time crying, begging him to fix it because it just looked so terrible, that the silvers were going to grow out just completely crazy, and that even though he thinks the dye is so toxic and so terrible that I just have no idea what I'm talking about. So that was completely shocking to me because I thought that my hairdresser would really be on my side about it. I had researched this for quite some time. I know that it's going to be challenging. I know it's going to be tough, but I thought this hairdresser, who's been doing a decent job cutting my hair and coloring it, I thought that they were actually going to be supportive, so what a surprise. It's not only my hairdresser, it's friends. I've had friends that tell me, they don't think it's a good idea at all. My own mother told me that, what are people going to think about her still coloring her hair when I'm not coloring my hair anymore? So it gets a lot of resistance and reactions, and it actually enlightened me to see how ageism and lookism is so prevalent in our society. So it's almost like you have to take almost this militant stance when it comes to just doing something that is frankly so ridiculous as just, wanting to not color your hair anymore. Now the crazy thing is, as soon as I decided that I'm not going to color my hair anymore, I've noticed that I'm really not as gray as I thought I was. I'll just try right here, see if you can see anything. And I'm going to just stick some pictures up right now so you can kind of have a look. But you'll notice it's not as bad. I'm probably at about 10 weeks right now. So it's not as gray as I thought that it would be. So here's a couple pictures right now. Have a look. So you'll see that it's really not that gray. In fact, the more that I kind of think of and wrap my head around the idea of growing it out, the more I see how this color is it just seems so fake and so ugh. So I feel really good about doing it. And the crazy thing is, when I notice now that I really don't have that much gray, it reminds me how often that I felt like I had to get into that chair every 8 or 9 weeks to cover up the roots so no one could see, when in actual fact, it really wasn't that much to cover up. So it's amazing how brainwashed we get to do this thing. So anyways, I'm clearly at the start of this. I really have absolutely no idea how things are going to turn out. I have this vision in my head for what I want it to look like, but I don't know. And I know I'm going to go through a lot of emotions. I know that right now it's kind of the hiding, I'm looking at it right now, it's kind of the hidden time. But what's it going to feel like when the gray is right here? And by the way, I'm going cold turkey. Cold turkey, I'm not going to do highlights. I'm not, it's a friend suggested to me to get some blonde highlights. No, I'm not going to at this point. So what's it going to look like, when I got the gray here and the fake color here? I'm not going to really cut my hair short. In fact, I want to just grow it longer. So it's a bit of a mystery what's going to happen, but I'm going to share with you my experience through the whole thing. And I've got 3 tips that I want to give to you right now. If you're kind of in the same boat as me where you've been thinking about going into this, this new frontier, that you like the look of it, I want to share with you 3 things that I have learned that I'm kind of latching onto right now. The first thing is do your homework. It took me quite a while of spending kind of like 6 months of finding out what the process is, what different experiences were, what different kind of hair, what hair will look like at different stages. There is some awesome stuff online, and in the notes on this YouTube, on my description, just check it out. I'll have some links to some people that inspired me, and a group called cafe/gray.com, where it's a private group where women at all stages of transitions post pictures of themselves, tell their stories, and are so bloody supportive of each other that it really helps you stay the course. So do your research in that way. Also, find out who's going to be on your side. My husband has been he really likes the look of gray hair, of silver hair on women. I mean, he always has, and he's pointed women out and was like, oh, look at her, doesn't she look cool? It's like, yeah, she looks so cool. And so I've kind of always wanted to be that cool woman for him. It's kind of encouraged me that he sees the beauty of it just like I do. So find out who's kind of on your side. If your closest person is not on your side, you might have to convince them, but just build up a case. Make a case for yourself to do this thing. Yeah, that's my main thing, so do your homework. Brace yourself. Not everyone is going to love the idea of going gray. Just like I was saying that my hairdresser completely lost his cookies thinking about it. So on that note, you'll be surprised what the reactions might be. So be prepared to ditch your hairdresser. Goodbye, hairdresser, French guy in Manly, New South Wales, Australia. I won't be seeing you again. Just be prepared. And that's the weird thing too, because a lot of us, I never realized that hairdressers are like authority figures. They're like our doctors. We really, really trust them. And this is a time where you have to step up, back yourself, and say, hey, I'm going to do what I think is right. So you might have to ditch your hairdresser. Your friends might not like it. So what you have to do is brace yourself and be able to say something. So if someone says to you, I don't like it, you have to be prepared to say, well, I love it and I'm going for it. And here's one little bonus tip that I've done is I have just flat out now, where people can't really tell, when I'm having a meal with friends or getting together for coffee or whatever, that is like my first topic of conversation. I'll say, hey everybody, I've got big news. I'm going to let my hair grow out gray. So I just let the cat straight out of the bag right away. It's a great conversation piece. People really like to talk about it. But rather than people looking at me and maybe thinking, oh, Susan needs her roots done, I just let them know right away. And I also say, I'm letting my hair grow out gray. I'm really excited about it. I love the aesthetic of it. That's why I'm doing it. In 3 months' time, it's going to look like crap, and I'm probably going to need you to help me, support me, keep me from going off the ledge. And it's interesting how, it's a fun conversation, but I actually feel that my friends will have my back. So just brace yourself, let the cat out of the bag, and back yourself. You know the idea of a vision board where you take pictures and you think about goals that you want to have and you just envision them? That's what you need to do with your hair. So that's what I've done. I have this idea about how I want myself to look. There's awesome Pinterest pages. I got a link to my Pinterest to the Pinterest page that gives me a lot of inspiration. You'll see pictures of really incredible, I mean just stunning looking knockout silver foxes that really contradict the whole idea of silver not being a sexy thing. So, have a vision. Just imagine what you're going to look like. Just imagine the whole package, whether it's, different makeup or different clothes or just, I just have this really strong vision. And I find that so important. I think that idea also is really important, especially for those days when it's not looking too crash hot. So have a vision of yourself. So those are my 3 tips, and that's my big news. I am going to be posting a regular series of this, and I'm just going to take you on the whole journey of this, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Subscribe to this playlist so that you don't miss the whole experience, because I think it will look really cool as I transition, and there'll be more things to share. Already, even though I'm just 1 inch of regrowth in, I can see that when a woman wants to do something natural and against society and against the idea, this ingrained idea of what we think beautiful is, it really pushes some buttons. And here's the thing too, if my hair doesn't look great, because I want to look good, gray, letting your hair go gray to me is not a license to let yourself go. I am going to think about my clothes, I'm going to look at my makeup, I'm going to make sure my body is feeling good and strong and healthy. I'm really, thinking about these other aspects of my physical and emotional, my spiritual presence. So it's not a license to let yourself go, but here's the thing. If it doesn't look good, I'll be the first one to know it. And I'll just fix it. I'll just color it. It's just a matter of getting back in that chair. So it's not a matter of giving up beauty routines. In fact, it probably takes even more energy to maintain a great look. But for now, I am really committed to the idea, this is my mission statement, that I'm committed to the idea of positive aging and working with the best of what we have and changing minds, changing other people's minds, changing my mind about what we can do and who can tell us what to do. And for me, that means starting with my hair and letting it be the silver fox lady that I've seen all these years. That's what I'm aiming for. All right, so subscribe to this playlist so I can share with you the ups and the downs and my grays as they start cascading down through my hair. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and look forward to sharing my gray adventure with you. Let the grays begin. Bye for now.
I mean, and you want my support? I support you. Of course I support you, but I'm not doing it with you.